Last night, December 20th, 2025, the universe conspired to gift armies a moment so iconic, so perfectly Taehyung, that even the stars paused to watch. As the clock struck midnight, two viral clips of our golden boy, the one and only Taehyung, swept through X like a fever dream, leaving fans breathless, sobbing, and screaming into their pillows. From the Mafia boss strut to the Flower Prince exit, Taehyung didn't just attend Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min's wedding. He became the wedding, and let's be real, if this isn't the plot of a K-drama we're all writing in our heads, we're doing life wrong. Let's start with a clip that absolutely broke the internet. Taehyung walking like a mafia boss. Yes, that she's post with 4.2 million likes. That has everyone in a chokehold. Picture this. A dimly lit street in neon lights reflecting off Taehyung's sleek black trench coat like liquid midnight, his hands casually tucked into his pockets as he strides past a crowd of onlookers who are completely frozen in awe. His posture, impeccable. His aura, unbothered royalty. "Zakyapshayatama I Metcha" from the fan who filmed it, a testament to how real this moment felt. But let's dissect the vibes. The trench coat. Not just a coat, it's a statement piece that screams confidence and mystery. The way it flared as he walked, chef's kiss, it's giving eye on the city while also whispering, "I'm just here to grab coffee." The stroll. Slow, purposeful, like he's walking into a boardroom to sign a billion-dollar deal, but it's 2 a.m. And he's probably heading to a Jjajangmyeon spot because even mafia bosses get hungry. The confidence, lethal, the crowd reaction, everyone in the background, frozen like statues. Because when Taehyung walks, time literally stops. Even the cars seem to halt mid-motion, as if the universe itself is like, wait, let me savor this moment. Armies immediately turned this into a meme goldmine. Taehyung walking like he just signed a contract to take over the world and left the pen on the table. Me trying to act cool when I see my crush versus Taehyung actually being the crush. The way he's walking, like, I don't need a bodyguard, I am the bodyguard. But beneath the memes lies a deeper truth. Taehyung's effortless charisma. He doesn't try to be cool, he simply is cool, like oxygen. And last night, he reminded us why we've been in love with him since Boy in Love. Now let's talk about the other clip, the one that made us all sob into our kimchi jjigae. The X post from Taehyung leaving Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min's wedding ceremony, the flowers in his hand, so cute. The image is everything. Taehyung backlit by the warm glow. The venue, clutching a bouquet of white lilies and roses like a scene from a romantic film. His suit, crisp, tailored, dripping with elegance that makes every fashion designer in Seoul jealous. His smile, subtle but real. The kind that says, I'm happy for you. And also, I'm Taehyung, so I'm always happy. The crowd around him, a sea of blood faces, but his presence dominates the frame like he's the only person in the room. Even when he's not the center of attention, why this moment hits different? The flowers, not just a bouquet, they're a symbol. White lilies represent purity. Roses symbolize love. Taehyung holding them is a visual metaphor for his heart. Gentle, generous, and always giving, the lighting. That red-hued glow isn't just aesthetic, it's emotional storytelling. It's like the universe wrapped him in a spotlight saying, look at this angel, protect him. The context. He wasn't the guest of honor. He was there to celebrate others. Yet in true Taehyung fashion, he made the moment about kindness. Leaving with flowers, that's not just a gesture, that's him. Armies lost it completely. He's holding flowers like he's about to propose to me at 2 a.m. in a parking lot. The way he's smiling like he's thinking I hope they're happy. And also, I'm so pretty. This is why we call him the flower boy. Not because he's delicate, but because he grows love wherever he goes. Let's get philosophical for a sec. Last night, Taehyung gave us two sides of the same magnificent coin. The mafia boss represents the exterior, confident, untouchable, a force of nature that commands respect. The flower prince represents the interior, tender, selfless, a vessel of love that gives without expecting anything in return. This duality isn't new. Remember Layover? The way he balanced raw vulnerability with unshakable strength. Last night was a live-action reminder that Taehyung is both. He can walk into a room like he owns it and leave it with flowers in hand, all while making you feel seen and valued. Fan reactions were a symphony of sobs and screams across the internet. I saw the mafia walk and was like, okay, I'll follow you to jail. Then I saw the flower exit and was like, I'll follow you to the afterlife. He's the reason I believe in soulmates. Not romantic, just this energy. I want to be loved like he loves the world. The way he's living his life like a K-drama protagonist, but also like my best friend who brings me soup when I'm sick. Let's zoom out and understand why this matters. Why did 2 clips of Taehyung simply walking break the internet so completely? Because he's not just an idol, he's a mirror. When he walks like a mafia boss, we see our own untapped confidence. The parts of ourselves we hide because we're afraid to be too much. When he holds flowers, we see our capacity for love. The softness we guard so carefully in a harsh world. He doesn't just exist, he inspires. Last night wasn't about a wedding, it was about us. Every army who's ever felt invisible saw themselves in the way he commanded the street with quiet authority. Every fan who's ever given love without expecting anything back saw themselves in the way he held those flowers with such genuine care. Taehyung isn't just a person, he's a feeling, a reminder that we can be both strong and soft, confident and kind, powerful and gentle. And last night, he gave us all a dose of the feeling we need most. Hope by 3 a.m. KST. Hashtag Taehyung Mafia Boss and hashtag FlowerPrinceTaehyung were trending globally. Fan edits flooded TikTok like a tsunami. A side-by-side of the 2 clips set to Love Me Again with 10 million views in just 2 hours. A meme of Taehyung walking with the caption, "When you're late to your own life, but still win." A fan-made wedding invitation from Taehyung, "You're invited to my heart." Dress code, flowers, or trench coats. Even non-armies were confused and captivated. Who is this guy? Why do I feel like I need to marry him? We've all been there. Stranger, the fashion analysis alone could fill a magazine. That trench coat wasn't just any coat. It was a bespoke piece from Korean designer Minju, the same genius behind hanbok-inspired gowns for Blackpink. The fabric, Italian wool with a hidden lining that catches the light just right. The cut, tailored to perfection to accentuate his shoulders and create that powerful silhouette, and those flowers, not random blooms. White lilies and roses from his favorite florist in Itaewon, the same shop that did the bouquets for his solo album. Photo shoots, the symbolism is everything. Lilies for purity of heart, roses for the love he carries for his friends and fans. It's not just fashion, it's storytelling. It's character development in real time. Industry insiders are already whispering, this is the Taehyung renaissance we've been waiting for. After his stunning solo album success and his recent acting projects, moments like this remind everyone why he's not just a K-pop idol. He's a cultural phenomenon, a mood, a moment, and the way he navigates fame with such grace and authenticity. That's the real magic. The real gossip isn't about scandals or controversies, it's about how he manages to stay so grounded while being one of the most famous people on the planet. Sources close to him say he spends hours before public events, meditating and journaling, preparing his mind to be present for his fans. That's why those moments feel so real, so unscripted, so The wedding itself was a who's who of Korean entertainment. Kim Woo-bin and Shin Min-a looked radiant, of course, but all anyone could talk about was Taehyung's entrance and exit. Industry veterans were seen whispering to each other, that boy has something special, something timeless, and they're right in an industry that often chews up and spits out idols. Taehyung has managed to evolve, to grow, to become more himself with each passing year. That's the real fairy tale here. Not the wedding, but his journey, the boy from Daegu who became Taehy, who became this multifaceted artist who can walk like a mafia boss and hold flowers like a prince. All while staying true to his core, armies around the world are still processing this moment. Fan art is flooding Instagram. Fan fiction is trending on AO3, and the hashtag TaehyungWeddingKnit has over 500,000 posts and counting. The emotional impact is real. This wasn't just content. This was connection. This was the kind of moment that reminds us why we fell in love with K-pop in the first place. The magic, the artistry, the humanity. So here's to you, Taehyung, the mafia boss, the flower prince. The reason we'll never stop believing in fairy tales, keep walking, we'll keep following. And hey, gorgeous, if you're still here after this emotional roller coaster, you know what to do? Smash that like button like Taehyung smashes hearts. Drop a comment telling me which clip made you cry harder, the mafia walk or the flower exit. And subscribe to this channel for more exclusive K-pop gossip that'll have you screaming into your pillow every single day. Because baby, you deserve the best tea, and I'm serving it hot, fresh, and with extra drama just for you.